Welcome to the Horror Next Door. This is our favorite new horror trailers from August 2023. If you like this video, please subscribe. Now, on with the trailers.
The Moor. Claire is approached by the father of her murdered childhood friend to help investigate the haunted moor he believes is his son's final resting place. What intrigues me the most about this movie is the visuals. I think that there are a lot of really cool shots and moments that could be creepy and eerie, some pretty landscapes, some fog. You know the drill. I didn't really gather the synopsis of the film from watching the trailer, and in a way I want to say that might be a good thing. I think a lot of trailers these days sort of want to reveal too much, show too much, and it kind of spoils the film-going experience, especially with horror films. If you lay all of your cards on the table, if you show all the spooky things, or the startling things, or the scary things, or the gruesome things right there in a 1 or 2 minute trailer, watching the film can't be as enjoyable. So anyway, having said that, after reading the synopsis, it does make me even more interested to actually see the film. Because the trailer doesn't reveal too much, you can't be sure if we're dealing with ghosts, supernatural type things, if perhaps this father is luring this girl in here for other reasons. I mean, it could be any number of things. So I'm curious enough to want to check this out for sure.
So I definitely have to agree with what Hellcat said, that less is definitely more. This is a teaser trailer and they don't really give away too much. It's just the right amount of tease to get you interested. One thing that I will say is I do believe that this trailer builds more atmosphere for a movie in a 1 minute trailer than some movies do in an hour and a half or even up to 2 hours. I really just like all the visuals in this trailer, all the fog, everything seems real cold and eerie. So can't wait to check this one out and just see what kind of crazy shit is going to go down.
Black Mold. While exploring a decrepit and abandoned facility, an auspicious photographer faces off against her traumatic past. Very similar to the Moor trailer in the sense that I didn't really gather exactly what was going on. I'm not 100% sure what the plot is here. Based on the synopsis, it does sound like this could be one of those films where we are in the main character's head a lot. Flashbacks, memories, dreams, hallucinations or visions, anything along those lines where basically if we don't like the main character, we're probably not going to care. And so hopefully she is an interesting character that gets us invested in this story. Basically, this is just another situation where because we don't know all that much or too much wasn't revealed, I'm curious to want to know a bit more. I think it looks like it was a pretty well-made film based on this trailer. So I will definitely give it a chance.
So right up front, I think the main thing that really has me interested in this movie, to be completely honest with you, is the fact that they go to an abandoned facility and they're kind of walking around and exploring the facility. They got their cameras and their flashlights and everything. I really love exploring abandoned places. Hellcat and I watch a lot of YouTube videos from time to time of people exploring abandoned buildings and anything that's abandoned and has been left for a while. And Hellcat and I would love to go exploring abandoned places ourselves, but it is what it is. I just love the imagery of abandoned places, and I don't know, just anything to do with an abandoned building, doesn't matter what the building is. I just love that whole thing. So that to me really stuck out when I watched this trailer, is just that location. I'm not sure what kind of abandoned facility it is. It's definitely pretty big. Just that alone has got me interested in the movie. And then there's all the what seem to be flashbacks of things in her past that seem really weird and creepy. And then the thing that, really caught my eye is the two scarecrow looking guys, and one of them's got like a sack on its head and the other one looks like it has like a rotting pumpkin. Is there something that's going to take place with these two scarecrows, or are they just in the trailer just to make us wonder? Can't wait to check this one out. Looks like it's going to be awesome.
All fun and games. A group of Salem teens discover a cursed knife that unleashes a demon, which forces them to play gruesome, deadly versions of childhood games, where there can be no winners, only survivors.
All Fun and Games stars Natalia Dyer from Stranger Things and apparently releases September 1st. So when you're hearing this, it should already be out somewhere.
To be honest, this looks kind of cheesy and corny. I'm also not a huge fan of the cast. I recognize the guy that gets possessed or whatever in the trailer from Choose or Die. A lot of people didn't like it. I think I liked it more than most. But he reminds me of Isaac from Children of the Corn. Isaac freaked me out when I was a kid. And the fact that that actor reminds me of him, I just see him and I'm like, ah. So then when he gets possessed and he has a crazy voice and stuff, I'm like, ooh, that's scary. So honestly, that's my main reason for wanting to see this. And I know that's not a lot. I am a little bit intrigued by the plot again here, where they're basically saying, oh, you have to play fucked up versions of kids' games. I would like to see where that goes and what they have to do exactly and how they're going to put a spin on that. I mean, it makes you think of like Squid Game, you know, where it's a life or death situation, but it's like this dark humor and kind of playful at the same time. I just don't think that this looks even remotely as good as something like Squid Game, not to be mean or anything, but I do still want to see it because I think even if it is as cheesy or corny or whatever word you want to use as I'm gathering from this trailer, that it might be one of those movies that's fun even though it's not good. I think most horror film fans probably know what I mean. So I will definitely give it a chance and hopefully I'll like it whether it's good or bad good.
So I do agree with Hellcat when she says that this movie looks like it could kind of be a little cheesy, but honestly, out of all the horror trailers that we watched this month, this one still stood above most of the rest of them. So even though it does look like it has the potential to turn out to be kind of it actually does look kind of good at the same time. So although we're both not super excited to see this or just blown away by this trailer, this isn't something we would run straight to the theaters to see or anything like that. But it does have some good imagery. I think the imagery with the knife, it does seem like there's going to be some kind of flashback scene, I guess, explaining where the knife came from or, you know, who had the knife before they hid it wherever this kid ended up finding it. So that ought to be interesting to find out some, you know, backstory, so to speak. When it finally comes to streaming and we can check it out, we will definitely check this one out.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts on these trailers, all of which will be linked below along with our store and social media pages. Until next time.